Hello, and thank you for joining us on another episode of Owl's Air Guns. Today we're taking a second look at Crosman's 2240XL. As a refresher, this is their 2240 model that comes from the factory with the Crosman steel breech installed, which allows us to mount optics, or also has a dovetail for their LPA sight. And it also ships with a threaded muzzle and a muzzle protector, making it excellent to attach a suppressor to, which is something that we did with the Donnie FL Tonto model suppressor. And you can both hear that and see some of that in the shooting montage that is part of this video. We shot this pistol with a number of pellets here, including the RWS Hobbies that we talked about before. These pellets shot extremely well in this pistol. We'll talk about those in a minute as we discussed them in the first video. Also shot the Meisterkugeln. These are a 14 grain pellet. What we saw out of them was average velocity of 455.48 feet per second, and even more impressively, a standard deviation of only 1.56. So they're shooting hard and consistently in this pistol. In addition, we did try the Benjamin Discovery Hunter pellets. These are, again, a 14.3 grain 22 caliber pellet, and they claim hard hitting pellets for all air guns. These shot well. Not as accurate as the other two, but they're designed, they're not designed to be a target pellet, so we wouldn't expect quite the same accuracy. Benji's turned in, average muzzle velocity, again, of right around 455 feet per second. I don't have the standard deviation handy for those. When talking or converting these numbers, basically what we saw in terms of muzzle energy was 6.6 to a total of almost 8.4 foot-pounds. And the maximum was delivered by the Seneca hunting pellets. These are like a 28.3 grain pellet, and Air Venturi brought those to us. We got them from Pyramid Air, and according to my notes here, the Senecas generated 8.38 foot-pounds of energy with a mean velocity of 363.8 feet per second and a standard deviation of only 3.21. So my opinion is they would be good hunters. They don't have outstanding velocity, but they pack quite a wallop, and they're consistent and accurate in this pistol. As far as accuracy, this is one of the first groups I shot with this pistol. It was using the RWS Hobby pellets, and it was not an official 25 foot. It was actually 23 feet when I measured it. I was seated, but that is just an outstanding group for me and was representative of what we saw out of this pistol. We have some shooting footage that I will include at the end here, but we lost the GoPro footage on the target yesterday. My GoPro died in the 100-degree heat, and that footage is corrupted. But the target that we were shooting yesterday, once we had everything zeroed in, and we were shooting 30 feet, the gentleman you'll see in the video that ended up replacing some of the targets, you'll see him a couple of times in a red shirt there, he did so well, he took his targets home to show his wife, and he bought this pistol. Overall, the reaction to it's just been outstanding. He and I spent a lot of time putting the compensator on and off and seeing to what degree, if any, it affected accuracy in groups, and we didn't notice a substantial difference. We ultimately couldn't decide if it was changing the point of impact or if it was changing how we shot the pistol slightly. So, in terms of general accuracy, it's still there, moving the device on and off. This is a particularly well done and precisely machined adapter here, and it is permanently fitted to the barrel. So accuracy, pistol absolutely delivers. Power, It's right there. Consistency is excellent. The only thing we haven't talked about is efficiency in terms of how many shots we're going to get. In my opinion, you're limited to about 30-35 good shots per cartridge. After that, it will keep shooting, but the velocity drops off, and as a result, the point of aim really begins to change. Personally, I would take the trade-off of a little more power for a few less shots. And that's obviously a decision that was made when they tuned this at the factory, having, I think, largely to do with the hammer spring that they installed there. But obviously you could put a lighter spring in and get more shots, but then you're not going to get the same velocity. All in all, I would rate the performance of this pistol absolutely 5 stars.
Be pretty cool for the video, huh?
Yeah.
Let's see if we can do that. Let's go since we're in the shade. All right. Okay. Well, at about 130. Must be in the black. I felt like that one was on. I'll go ahead and put a couple more down there on the left. I didn't see. Felt like I held my sight picture through that. There.
That wraps up part 2 of our review on the Crosman 2240XL CO2 pistol. Thanks a lot for sticking with us. If you haven't subscribed, please consider doing so. If you'd be kind enough to give us a thumbs up or that kind of thing, we would much appreciate it. And we look forward to seeing you on the next one.